Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to GameStar's coverage of Respawn LAN. You have joined us for round 2 of the grand final. If Faith Age defeat VGN, they will walk away with the coveted title and somewhere around $7,000 worth of prizes. Somewhere up there, we're not 100% sure.
We don't know what it is.
But it's a whole lot. Let's just say that. It is a whole lot of prizes. So Faith Age actually on red team this time. VGN on purple. Joining me once again in the co-caster seat, good afternoon to Longinus.
It's 8:30 in the evening, dude.
Good night.
Whatever. Either way, so red side, very helpful. It means that they're going to get the first 2 picks. Like, instead of getting first 1 pick, they get 2 picks. It's kind of cool. So something, I had the chance to actually chat to Faith Age, and they're, well-known, well-respected players in the Oceanic community, and I asked them what they thought about this game. They told me, easy money.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said easy money.
Okay then, well, let's just hope VGN don't come out firing this one.
I didn't get a chance to relay that to VGN, but I hope they got a bit of a fire inside them right now.
It would have been interesting if VGN actually heard that one. I know that tempers fly on online, but at LAN it's a different story. People just get a little bit more timid.
Well, yeah, it's a bit more...
Well, it's face to face.
Yeah, exactly. When the guy's right over there. So, VGN actually makes into some sort of adaptions now, which I really like. So first of all, the first pick is Shen. What a safe pick. And you know what else? It could actually be a flex pick. This could be support Shen. We don't know. It's pretty popular at the moment. Also, they banned out the Vayne, they banned out the Braum, they banned out the Nidalee. These are things that have been giving them trouble, but Zed is still open. And Frey on Zed has just been way too much for them, both of these games. He had a 16-0 score, how are you not going to ban that? Alright, so, and there it is, it's being hovered. Same with the Cho'Gath. I like that, actually, the Cho'Gath as well. It's something of an underrated pick sometimes. He's skill shot based. Sure, he has problems in terms of actually split pushing. He's not that good at it. You'd think he would be with that AoE, but he's not that strong at it. Okay, Hecarim Cho'Gath locked in, so that will be jungle Hecarim, assuming that it's not actually mid Cho'Gath.
Well, there's no Lee Sin ban again.
Look, it hasn't actually been working for them. I mean, look, granted, I'm Jungle Main has been doing pretty well, but he hasn't been able to win them games on it. The Scion is perplexing to me. It could be top, it could be jungle, I don't know.
Could be a complete troll pick. We're not 100% sure on that one yet.
I don't know about that. He's such a tank.
Oh, bang. There it is.
Scion becomes very, very hard to kill. And things like your Hecarim, things like your Cho'Gath are going to have a real nightmare of time actually putting the undead behemoth away. Braves. That's interesting.
Yeah, Civic Nox and McCallow are still yet to pick mid and support, so we'll see where they go with there. Now, Ezreal, interesting pick for Cougar Ford. We'll see see if he actually locks that one in. He did have Vayne taken away from him. Nidalee, Vayne, and Braum being banned by VGN in this game.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't understand how they could not ban Zed though, man. That's just my opinion. I just don't want to have to deal with that nonsense, right? Like,
Frey is probably sitting there going,
So, the Cogmore. Interesting. I actually would have preferred the Callista with the comp that they're running. Cogmore is more of a late game champion, though his lane phase is like, he's actually a lot stronger than people think it is. It's like sleeper OP, but he's a late game champion, while the rest of their team has this real nice mid game fight synergy, where like Faith Age, they like, again, when 15-20 minutes rolls around, this is a scary team to play against. So McCallow cycling through those caster supports. Doesn't really look like he plays too many of the tanky ones other than that Nautilus earlier.
Ari will be an interesting pick in the mid lane. I think, even though it's still open, it's, given Frey's current track record, just the way he plays Zed is just phenomenal. If you were watching the last 2 games, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen what I'm talking about. The man is an absolute beast.
It's true. I like the Ari because my one complaint from Jurissi as a mid laner this series, well, this tournament, has been a lack of ability to affect the map as a whole. he's been playing lane phase decently well, but he hasn't been able to turn any kind of lead or any kind of advantages into snowballing other lanes, while Ari is specifically designed to do that. Also, he must have known the Zed was coming. He had to know. So I wonder, is this a plan? Does he perceive Ari as a counterpick to Zed? She does have some interesting tools with which to fight him. Something I want to point out. Gangplank, Darius, Fiora, Skarner, Mordekaiser all made it through pick bans untouched. That's crazy.
Well,
It's an example of what you'll notice is, yes, there's the meta, but when you enter into a tournament will sort of develop its own meta over time throughout the course of the tournament.
once the players start to get a sort of feel for each other, you're right, they do sort of go for their own tournament style of gameplay.
It's one of the cool things about a tournament, rather than say a league like the LCS or the OPL, is the tournament. Yeah, it's a microcosm. It's this small environment, and so you get stuff like that developing over time. For example, like the Ari is as a potential counterpick to Zed. We'll see how that works. I'm interested. The Graves is an interesting pick. We haven't seen much of him lately because of the tank focus. So he's kind of got problems. It's hard to burst, tanks as Graves. But we'll see. We'll see.
Now, Michello was hovering Blitzcrank before, but this time actually picking Morgana. Soulshack was going to be really important in these team fights, and I reckon that's what it's going to come down to. VGN really need Mr. Callow to land those snares, land the Soul Shackles, get an early Zhonya's, and just go from there.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the Morgana is almost a lane counterpick to Leona in some senses. She's also kind of neat in order to, like, that black shield from Morgana is kind of neat in dealing with things like Cho'Gath, with things like Hecarim, even Zed. Sure, Zed does do physical damage, not magic damage, but he is still a caster, and there are still things that her black shield will stop. I believe she can stop the death mark. I could be mistaken on that, and I'm pretty sure we'll find out this game.
It will be interesting. There are a couple questions around like that. Does Morgana's black shield stop Zed's death mark? Because you've just summed it up pretty much perfectly. Physical damage versus magic damage. There are a couple ones like that. I know that there are a couple things that can negate Blitzcrank's hook. I think...
No, black shield definitely negates the hook.
Yeah.
Okay, something I'm looking at here. So, VGN, which I still don't know what that stands for, but shouts out to VGN and best of luck in this game. The team comp they've picked is very actually hard to assassinate. So I believe they're rolling this out. They probably discussed this while they were eating. They're rolling this out against the Zed, right? They've let Frey get the Zed as that light fixture just turns and shines directly in my eyes. That's all right. They've allowed it to happen a third time, right? Because you have to remember, they played each other in the last game of the round robin as well as the finals here. So, they must think this works. Now, it makes a degree of sense, right? Ari, if Zed pops his death mark onto her, she can Spirit Rush away and be okay. Sion doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Shen does not care either. Morgana is not a priority target in almost any scenario, and Graves is arguably the hardest AD carry to kill, at least in terms of his stats, because of his passive, True Grit.
Solid armor.
Yeah, it does stack up the armor, makes him look just a little bit harder to kill than your average AD carry. Also, so
you'll see a lot of Graves build attack speed because it does proc after every attack, so... That's
true. We'll see what he opts to go for. A few months back, what was called Caster Graves was quite popular, but I don't think it will be anymore. That was an early Ghostblade rush, and it was a heavy armor pen. I'm interested to see, maybe he just feels that when Zed ults him, he can just, shut him down with that buckshot.
As we're finally about to load into the game, we'll have a look at the skin battle here, and it looks like Shen letting everybody down. No skin on the Shen man, but Lumberjack Scion, that's a good skin. Oh, you gotta love the Popstar.
Yeah, Popstar is good. Exile Morgana, all quality skins these. Battlecast Cho'Gath, obviously Project Z is fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of art and skins, I actually really like the updated Shen splash art. If you look at him, you can see that the edges of him are dissolving, like he's teleporting away, which I think is actually pretty cool. I thought that's a neat touch.
Well, so they are.
Yeah.
So they are. It's great that Riot have actually done that recently and updated everyone's, either their pictures or their little character windows.
Yeah, that was the one area where I actually thought Dota had League of Legends dead to right. Was like just neat character interactions and cool stuff like that. But for example, the new champion Kindred has legitimately 45 minutes of dialogue, which that's awesome. That's what I want to see. Tom Kench has a different taunt for almost every champion in the game. How cool is that?
Tom Kench is one of those ones that you're sort of happy that they've released. He's just one of those happy guys to play.
I just wish he was good.
Yeah, that definitely would be a bonus, but he's just fun to play.
Yeah, he is legitimately a lot of fun. But yeah, he's just not good. Anyway.
Looks like the rollouts have begun now. Don't forget, VGN are on blue this time. If you've joined us for our first two matches, they were on purple, but this time they are blue. Faith Age having one last match and taking a one-round advantage into this grand final. They are on purple. So, as we have a look in the mid, the ward goes down. Morgana throws the binding, and it just narrowly misses Chief Points and Coup de Ford in the middle river, and the wards go down, and I think that will be it for now.
Lemon Nation, the support from Cloud9 over in NA, he actually talks about that you should run Morgana binding without Smartcast on. Just because it's such a slow-moving skill shot, you really need to get as much prediction as possible and to thread it between minions, etc. So, they didn't get much out of it, but nice early wards from the blue side, from VGN. We'll see what happens. I have to wonder how desperate they will be to make plays in the early to mid game against this comp from Faith Age, because the real scary thing is that Cogmore, man. Like, you cannot stop the Cogmore, you can only hope to contain him.
Plus, you need to run in a complete zigzag away from a team fight as well. It ain't over until, Cogmore goes bang.
So, incidentally, speaking of cool dialogue, I think Sion says some great stuff.
Sion's great since his rework, and finally we've got the action underway. There's no ganks, no jungle invades, just a couple trinket placements, and it's a pretty stock standard start, Longinus.
Well, one thing to note is that Cho'Gath, using that neat AoE that he has, is actually starting the popcorn chickens, starting raptors. So what he'll do is he'll take that and he'll probably recall and TP to get the early level 2 advantage.
So see me now, like you said, starting raptors, you called it, Longinus, there's the recall. And he will go back, heal up, and then where do you think he'll go from there?
He'll just TP top. The idea is to, okay, it's like this. At level 1, Shen is actually really, really obnoxious to deal with. Because of his key strike passive, he does a lot of early level 1 damage. And those raptors, especially, are worth quite a lot of XP.
Ooh, Act just jumped through see me, one would almost argue, and lands the rupture onto him in reply. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Rupture, interesting that he picked that next. It must be to do with what you must be worried about being forced to trade with Shen because of the key strike. Shen taunts in, uses his passive to bomb. It's
for disengage, no doubt.
Yeah, because generally Cho'Gath maxes Feral Scream or the Vorpal Spikes, which is the spikes in his auto attacks.
Level 5 Vorpal Spikes early game, ridiculous damage.
Yeah, I agree. It's super good, but it's hard to go fast Feral Scream. I mean, what other ability will let you farm, harass, and sustain yourself all at once? There's also a silence. Come on. Now,
Chief Points has walked on top of a ward here. He needs to be careful. Shen has total vision of him. The pings go in. There goes the rupture. It lands. In comes Hecarim. He gets the knockback up. There's the Feral Scream. Act is in a lot of trouble. Ignite is on. It's not going to be enough. Shen too strong.
Good composure from Act, not panicking and burning his flash.
You saw Morgana throw down another combo in that bottom lane, just narrowly missing Karlu, who's been caught a couple of times by the Soul Shackles. And there we go in the top river. Flash is burnt, Chief Points, and Actor in on the action. See Me comes in, and there it is. Oh, Cho'Gath with the kill. I'm a jungle main, wants the kill on Chief Points. Gets the kill. but in doing so, goes down. There's a bit more action in the bottom lane as the Soul Shackles come out. Kalu gets caught into Leona's Eclipse, and bottom lane, top lane seems to be where all the action is. Frey, he's snowballing for the late game. No, just another narrow Soul Shackles missed there by Mr. Kalu. Mr. Callow. Kalu needs to be really careful here.
I guarantee once level 6 rolls around, the mid lane becomes suddenly a lot more exciting. Because look, Zed and Ari, they're only effective if they get ahead. They aren't actually effective as just farm up champions. They're not like a Victor or an Azir or something like that. They have a window of opportunity to make plays and snowball themselves. Otherwise, they tend to just get basically outscaled by opposing mid laners. That being said, they're against each other, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Well, here we go. The pings are in on the bottom lane, but it was mistimed. Civic Nox and Mr. Callow just mistimed that one as Chief Points walked across that ward in the bottom river.
So, Leona again showing, the Dark Binding lands.
Dark Binding again into Tormented Soil for Mr. Callow there, just getting the advantage over the Faith Age boys.
Chief Points, he's kind of being thwarted by that one ward in the river there. This is the reason that Hecarim sort of fell off as a jungler, is that he just doesn't... I mean, look at that. He walked down the river, they knew he was there, they played a little safe, he had to leave. Hecarim very much needs to hit certain spikes, for example, his Trinity Force, and that's harder to do with a jungle. I personally think he's superior as a top laner nowadays.
So Jungle Main clearing the pink ward in the top tri-bush there from See. He should place another one down. Oh no, he's got nothing left. Oh no, there's one. One ward goes down. Zed is forced back, and Frey looks like he'll be going back for the first buy. It'll be interesting to see what he picks up. Does he have enough for that BF sword? No, he's gone for the Bilgewater Cutlass. So going for the lifesteal as opposed to that pure damage.
I mean, he can afford the BF sword, but while BF sword's great and will certainly win him lane, guaranteed will win him lane, it doesn't transition well into stuff that's like to core Z items. It's more luxury stuff.
Oh, Kalu has landed the Q from Leona, and Mr. Callow comes in with the Tormented Soil, picks up the kills. Civic Nox goes bang, 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 and that is 2-2 on the scoreboard. Bottom lane action is where it's at, Longinus.
That was really, really good for VGN, except for the fact that Civic Nox burned his flash to try and secure the kill and was unsuccessful. So unfortunately, Mikalo is the one who's going to take that kill, which is fine if Civic Nox hadn't flashed for it.
That's what Tormented Soil does. I mean, it's there to cut health down.
You'll note that he's actually running Ignite as well.
Well, he might be going for the steals.
Yeah, it's become more common amongst playmaking supports nowadays. So, like, you probably still run Exhaust on a healing support, like a Braum or a... I don't know.
I suppose at the end of the day, it doesn't I suppose it matters a little bit, but it doesn't matter majorly who you give the kill to. Now, Frey and Garesi are going toe-to-toe in the mid lane. Will Deathmark proc? Yes, it does. The tower's going to get the kill. Oh, they trade in that middle lane. Garesi and Frey almost got away, but the tower was too strong. The last tick of Ignite managed to get the kill, so they go 1 for 1.
Yeah, exactly. Frey wouldn't have committed so hard, except you can see that Garesi was quite low on mana, too low to use the Spirit Rush. So that, the Ari ultimate. So it's a bit rough for him. Early Sidestone from both supports, doing fine. Well, maybe not early, on schedule is a more accurate statement. The drums, Zion's going somewhere. Oh, bang, he's gone up the top. Act gets the taunt on See under the tower. See is copping a lot of damage. He gets the tower, he gets greedy. And I Am a Jungle will take the kill with the assistance of the tower and Act. You called it, mate. That Sion ultimate, he came charging up from the base. Yeah, man. Absolutely. So Cho'Gath knew he wasn't getting out of that. So, bang! Mr. Callow's landed another binding in the bottom lane. Kalu is being caught and tries to throw out the grab. Doesn't quite land it, but Civic Nox takes him down. Oh, forces the flash from Ku to Ford. Shen's down there. They may dive this. But he's going straight back. Ulti down for Shen. I'm sad. They definitely should have dived it with Shen there, I think. But I suppose these are a quality team you're against. Why risk an advantage, right?
We saw the Zenith Blade come out from Kalu nice and nice early on. He actually caught Civic Nox, and then the counter was just too strong. I mean, the damage that Civic Nox is pouring out is unbelievable. And of course, your Graves, you can just jump away.
Exactly. People underestimate that the initial burst off of Soul Shackle. It's not high, but it's certainly enough at this level of the game, at this point of the game. Something else that I want to point out, that was a bit of a learning experience for Leona, because he kept Zenith Blading in and just backing off because of the Black Shield. This time they baited out the Black Shield and then Zenith Bladed in. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough.
Well, here they go. They've engaged in on the mid lane. The calls come in. Hecarim blows ult, targeting Juresi. Is Spirit Rush up? Yes, it is. He gets away, but Chief Points manages to flash on top, gets the kill, was not letting Juresi get away, and now he's going to push this mid lane with Frey. No one to defend it. Or no, see, as I say that, Jungle Main comes in.
Dude, come on. He's got the Friendship is Magic Hecarim skin. There's no escape. Everywhere you go, man. My Little Pony, no escape.
Pride.
I'm just joking around. I got no problem with any social subterfuge.
Okay, now Dragon Dance has begun. McCullough has spotted him. Tormented Soil might actually be able to pick up a kill here. No, blue team. Oh, the smite! Oh, Graves! Huge ult from Civic Nox. Manages to take down the Dragon. And it's all on like Donkey Kong. Jungle Main's going to get caught out. Yes, Death Mark a little bit unnecessary, but gets the kill. And now Sion's ultimate. He's undead, he's running, he's chasing. He won't pick up any kill, or will he? Or nearly gets Kalu. But he survives. It's 5-6 on the scoreboard. VGN just falling behind a little bit.
Damn it, Civic Nox. I was about to make it like a sweet joke where you know, Kit Fox was like, oh yeah, the Dragon Dance begins, and I was gonna chime in with, you have to have a partner for it to be a dance. But no, then the collateral damage shut me up. I gotta say, that was really, really nice.
It was such a great ultimate, well timed. He knew that his jungler was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, unfortunately, if only I Am a Jungle Main had gotten the memo and not gone in. Like, that was a bit odd, that one.
Oh, well, a little bit unfortunate. Still, no towers have fallen on this map. It is a grand final. And if Faith Age win, they walk away with all the cash money in their pocket at the end of this day.
Yeah, they said easy money, and that's gotten a little harder, but here's the problem, right? The kills are all on Sion and Morgana. With one kill on Ahri, it's not really what you're after.
Not really what you're after. They've only got a 1.2k gold advantage. And as we say that, Juresi again throwing down those orbs, copping a lot of damage from Zed here. And Frey just building it up, doing the damage with that brutalizer. Really should have picked up on that. And now Cho'Gath finally picked up his Rod of Takes Ages.
Rod of Takes Ages, I like it. The other alternative is, of course, Trinity Force Cho'Gath, which is quite good, but Rod of Ages is really, really nice because of the
essential item. Core item.
On AP Cho'Gath, yes.
Top lane Cho'Gath, must have. In fact, I'm going to call it any Cho'Gath, Rod of Ages. Rod of Ages in general. Too good. And mid lane is where it's at. Frey dubs on the top of Juresi. Shen comes in with the ultimate, saves the day, doesn't actually follow through. I did follow through with it, my mistake. And now he has to go back to the top lane. I think the shield would have just been enough. And Frey is in there again, dunks under the tower. Oh, he gets too greedy. Ahri needs to pick up one more auto attack, but Axe comes in from top, takes the kill. Chief Points is going to come in, play Janitor, and should take down Juresi. Does so, and now I'm a Jungle Main is chasing Chief Points. Will he be able to get there? Will Act be able to chase him? Those are the questions. The Flash Taunt is on. Here comes Jungle Main. Oh, he missed the ultimate. Oh, that's huge. Chief Point is gone.
And he trots out of there.
Yep.
A little bit of a miscommunication between top and mid. I think if he'd known that he was about to get saved by Chenault, he probably would have turned back into fight Zed.
Oh, Zenith Blade comes out from Carlo in the bottom, hoping to catch out McCullough. Probably for the best that he didn't. You really don't want to toe-to-toe Morgana.
I think they would have just slapped each other around and both left, to be honest. I don't think they have the capacity to kill each other. Yeah, man. It's always adorable when the supports fight.
It's great when you get two AP casters at the end of a team fight and they just auto-attack each other.
Well,
it's
yeah,
so good. Like someone like Nami going up against Morgana just with auto-attacks at the end of a massive Baron fight. It's funny as to watch.
Then, of course, you got the solo queue quote-unquote supports. You got your full AP Vigar support, your Vel'Koz support.
Oh, mate, in bronze there is any champion is a support champion.
You're right. Oh, the charm lands. Is he going to go for this? No, he is still a bit wary of that Zed, and understandably so.
Top tower to Faith Age in the meantime while all that was going down.
Yeah, that's right. Cho'Gath got that at the same time that Chief Points. So Simi got that at the same time that Chief Points, aka Hecarim, was killing Jurissi. So that was really nice coordinated play. So they were committed to that fight, committed to trying to get away, killing Zed, etc., etc. And he was able to just take the tower right from under their noses because no one was stopping him.
Morello's just been picked up by Ari. Graves needs to build that BF sword into something larger if he's going to be a little bit more impacting on this match. He is at 2-0, but he's got a long way to go from there if he's going to absolutely go into carry and top lane pings.
Looks like he is going for the Infinity Edge, which is fine. It's perfectly good build. And yeah, he picks it up right on time.
There we go. Called it.
However,
Now Graves.
Cogmore spikes at the exact same time. Hits the T-Force. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out. I still think Graves is stronger at the moment. Cogmore will continue to ramp up, however.
Here comes Chief Points. He wants a piece of Act in the top lane. He should be able to taunt away. Oh no, Rupture lands as well. Act has got a lot of work to do. He's in a lot of trouble. He's silenced. He isn't able to flash away. And there it is. Simi goes nom 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 and gets the kill. In the meantime, though, Frey is picking up the kills in the mid lane, and he ends up falling to the hands of Michello's tormented soil.
Morgana, most fed person on VGN right now.
So Graves and Cogmore exchanging fire down the bottom. Coup de forward and Civic Nox. A lot of damage being exchanged between those two people. Cogmore picking up that Trinity Force. Graves picking up the Infinity Edge. It's going to be huge.
It was a good fight from Cogmore from Coup de forward. The fact that he was able to use the W and the tower meant that Graves could never really get inside the range.
Oh, Kalu forced to burn Flash away from Sion's Q there. And that Leona, just so tanky.
Oh, Graves, one more ult from Cogmore, but he's too far away. But excellent distance control so far from the Cogmore. He's been making sure not to trade with Graves unless his W is up. So that means his effective trading range is much higher than Graves' is.
If he can actually land a caustic spin as well, it'll do just that much more damage.
Oh yeah, the reduction of the armor, very, very good. That being said, if Cogmore is forced to stand still, say he gets hit by a Morgana binding, Graves will like 100-0 him very quickly.
Mobility factor so strong here from Frey at the moment, and he's making everybody know about it as well. He has got the golden things quick on them, and he's able just to juke around left, right, and centre. He's zigzagging all day with Frey.
I like that they came to this game with a plan against Frey Zed, but like at what point do you just ban it? Like honestly.
Now, Frey's going in for Juressi again. Charm does land. There is still a tower up. It's 3v1 in the mid lane. In comes Spirit Rush. In comes the ultimate from Leona, dropping the Solar Flare. The red turret goes down. Then there goes Ari. Oh, see you later, Juressi. That was 4v1 in the jungle. And that was all she wrote. Now, Simi and Ace going toe-to-toe again. Look at the damage that Cho'Gath is dishing out onto a Shen.
Well, Shen has problems with this matchup because he's much more supportive. Here he comes.
Here comes Sion in the mid lane. It lands on Kalu. Michello makes sure that he goes nowhere with the Dark Bindings. And Chief Points is just hovering around as well. Needs to be careful. Frey is there. And in comes Clairvoyance, revealing them. In goes the Dark Binding, just narrowly missing Chief Points. It's 8-10 in favour of Faith Age. They've not won it yet, but they still are only one win away.
That was 3 ultimates for Leona. Just saying. Not quite, like, worth, I don't think. But still.
VGN just really need to communicate a little bit more when they team fight, and now they're going for a drag and a team like Faith Age. This should be quite comfortable.
VGN has to let it
go.
No
ward coverage. There's nothing more down there for the blue team in VGN, and that one will go quite comfortably to Faith Age. Blade of the Ruined King has just been picked up by Frey as well, and as I say that, he goes ham on Jaresi in mid lane, and this is looking like a Faith Age victory. As I say that though, McCallow comes in, lands the Dark Binding on that beastly choker. Rupture hits 2, in comes Solar Flare. Oh, there's kills going out in the middle of the lane. Jungle Main cops it as well. Chief Points comes in with that Hecarim, swinging that blade. Doesn't quite pick anyone up. There's only 2 up at the moment for VGN. Faith H can push, they're waiting for the minions.
I want to talk, but I'm just like,
Oh,
the wombo combo, man.
It's everywhere, but as we say that, Faith Age picking up another tower in the bottom lane. Pings go out into the mid. Chief Points is copping a lot of damage. He takes down Act, and this is not looking good if you are a VGN fan.
That's right. It started out all right, and it's just getting progressively worse. Worse and worse, and 1 second till Baron spawns.
Oh, here we go. Basketball is live. See Me is rocking 3,000 HP at the moment. And would you look at that? The man is on 4, 1, and 5. He's only level 13. He has got a long way to go. This is going to be huge. Still 3 levels to go.
Those Cho'Gath stacks showing you what they're there for. That's a lot of HP to have in 20 minutes.
So now blue buff being taken. It should be given to food forward. So now Morgana coming in, lands the Dark Binding of Soul Shackles. Jaresi's copping a lot of damage from Frey. Didn't quite play the Rune King off. He switched targets and goes for McCallow. There's 2 squishies in the mid lane. Take your pick. He doesn't get one, but See Me comes in, pushes R, clicks Ari, and nom nom nom, he gains another stack.
I feel like I was watching some like 1990s like pro wrestling there. It's all like Zed's like, oh no, the 2v1 brother. Tags in Cho'Gath. Doesn't even matter anymore, just GG. Frey actually mistimed that slightly with his ultimate because he was trying to avoid the stun from Soul Shackle, and it did actually hit him.
So 8 to 16 on the scoreboard, all in favour of Faith Age. They've got 1 dragon, 1 dragon and 3 turrets. 16 to 8, 21 minutes in, which does mean that surrender is available, but I highly doubt VGN will be going down the surrender path. Not in a grand final. You play it out, you grit your teeth, and you just go for it.
Exactly, man, exactly.
So again,
even if your RE is 1 and 6. Alright, well, now, here's the thing, right? There are still points that VGN are going to be able to win fights. If they have, they really need to coordinate to make sure they have literally all of their ults up. If they can catch someone out on their own, that'd be great. If not, look, that's fine, okay? Wait, like, you know, defend, you know, control the vision, even if it's just in your own jungle. Defend, wave clear. You have decent wave clear. You've got Sion, Graves, Ari, and just wait for Faith Age to get impatient. Wait for them to make a Baron play. Wait for them to dive your tower. It's okay. I know they have Cockmore, but sometimes you just need to slow it down, wait for them to do something.
Oh, Kalu has been charmed. He's in a world of hurt here. Flashes away from Sion's knock-up. And that was very lucky, but that means Flash is down. Now Chief Points is going in, goes on, takes down McCallow. Act is in on the action as well. Chief needs to be careful here, gets charmed by Ari, shut down, finally gets the kill. Frey is copping a lot of damage as well. Will he be able to get away? He takes down Act, or does he? Yes, he does. Just gets that kill. In comes Jungle Main. Takes down Frey. Bottom lane's where it's at. Solar Flare goes down. In comes Rupture. It lands. Cogmore at the back, spamming artillery into the team fight. Kalu's in there as well. Zenith Blade's under the tower. That was unlucky. Hit the back target in Jaresi. And the tower did the rest. And now they're forced to back it up. It's 11-18 now, and you just feel that VGN with that team fight, they won that.
I mean, look, VGN have a pulse. Despite the fact that it's Popstar Ari, it's not soft. GGG, baby, baby. That was such a bad joke, and nobody really gets it, but that's okay.
I get it.
You get it? I'm sure. Look, these are League of Legends fans. They get it.
All right, coup de forward. Let's check out this man. He's on 187, almost identical CS to Grady, just one in front. Trinity Force
has substantially more gold, though. Thanks to those 6 assists.
0, 1, and 6.
Yeah.
As an AD carry, you know, you probably want the kills, but we discussed this earlier on. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as your team gets it.
Oh, look, as long as the enemy team's dying, sure, but Vion's gonna...
Jaressi is gonna go down if he doesn't pop Spirit Rush, but does. Luckily, that's an ultimate burnt. Chief points came in, and another ultimate down for VGN. All Faith H have to do is pretty much group up and choose which lane to push.
I don't think it's quite simple as that. The issue is that, like, you know, they do have problems fighting this team. VGN are actually in a spike right now. Graves just in his static shift, which is going to be super, super strong for him. Once Ari hits that Zonya's hourglass, that'll be pretty good too. They're going to be very, very hard to fight for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So it's much harder to make picks like this, just a skirmish and, you know, do short 2v2, 3v2 fights.
Jaressi goes down in the top lane. Chief points combining with Simi to take him down. Now, it looks to be that they've picked the top tower. Zonya's hourglass just picked up by Ari as well. Still to come on Morgana, although, she is building it. And here we go, the top lane. They want a bit of action. Who are they going to choose? Karlu is coming from the bottom. The mid lane in the rotation. So they've got a pincer maneuver happening to VGN. They can probably catch about a blue turret has fallen. And Faith Age managed to pick up another tower. That is a tier 2 down in mid lane.
See, why even bother, right? Like, sure, they could have caught, they could potentially have caught VGN as a pincer, but for Faith Age, it makes more sense to just push the tower and go take Dragon. I don't want to fight Graves, he's picked up static shield, nuts to that. Like, you know, I would rather just take these objectives, wait for this moment to pass, wait for them to be a bit weaker again, and give COG more time to prepare.
They need to be careful not to overextend.
Absolutely. Watch the attitude that Faith Age have towards this game completely shift once Cogmore gets that ball.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's built the Trinity Force and the Bladed Rune. He's just going to be completely unstoppable.
It's a lot of damage, man. Like, and Cog hasn't died once.
And a lot of it is unnegatable damage.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It is actually magic damage from the W, not true damage like Bane.
Oh, bang. Here comes Mr. Callow. Should fall to Zed. Black Shield not really doing much there. Now Karlu is in trouble and lands the solar flare on top of everyone, but just got caught out. Now VGN should be able to catch out Frey here. This will be big. He goes toe to toe. Zonya's is popped. Oh, big Zonya's play there by Jaressi. Baited out Frey, who thought he could take it. And Zonya's too strong. He'll be kicking himself after that one. He should have seen that coming.
Look, if I was Jaressi, I might need a change of pants right about now.
Yeah,
like,
no
to be
kidding.
Perfectly honest.
He dropped very fast, didn't he?
Like, wow. Well, it's because Zed nails you with the, okay, so he nails you with his 2 abilities, right? His Shuriken and his Spin, right? But then he gets the, No Mercy or whatever it's called. Let me just double check. Contempt for the weak, right? So once the enemy target is below 50%, his autos do way more damage. Like, it only procs once in a while, but it's a lot of damage. His auto will do percentage damage.
The Baron dance has begun. Faith Age want it. If they get it, I think it's safe to say that they've won this match. Now, Frey is in the bottom lane. This could be dangerous. They need to be careful. It's only 4v4 at the moment. Frey is now coming across. That's all he can do. He hasn't got homecomings, nothing. He's got a boogie. And now Baron is where it's all going down. The calls come out. Is it a disengage? Rupture lands on Oma Jungle Main. Zenith Blade does as well. Now they've zoned him out. They've opted not to go for Sion. Smart move, but they're fighting Shen. They need to focus Morgana. Makolo lands the Dark Binding. Is Soul Shackles in there? Oh, Cogmore goes down. That's a big frag there for VGN. They managed to take down the AD carry. Double kill for Jaressi. Mikalo's gone down to Frey. Jungle Main goes down. Act should hit the floor too. There it is. Faith Age go huge and take it. They really just given it in all angles to VGN after that one. What a team fight.
But they can't do the Baron.
They cannot do the Baron. You've just popped the balloon, but it's 15 to 24 on the scoreboard. No Baron, but I tell you what, after that team fight, you mentioned it before, VGN had the spike, and that's what Faith Age needed.
Yep.
Now they are going for this Baron.
It's crazy. VGN not. They must know.
Cho'Gath does have a lot of health. He has got so much health, he should be able to tank this.
What's going, why did it take so long? Here's the TP.
Here we go.
Please
Red
don't
team's
go.
got it. In comes Soul, in comes the binding. In goes the death mark onto Mr. Kello. Should take him down. There's your answer. Black Shield does absolutely squat for death mark.
Yes, it does.
So they're still going head to head here. There goes Jungle Mane. They want Chief Points. They got him. Finally, Chief Points has gone down. Now, Act is in a lot of trouble here. There goes the W from Coup de Force. That Trinity Force just proccing so much. Karlu is in trouble. Needs to be careful. Act and Civic Nox, they eat a rupture from See-Me. Jungle Mane still making his presence known. He's been forced to blow his shield. He gets away. Coup de Force now forced to blow his ultimates. Onto that blue buff just to make sure it was clear. And the Baron going to the hands of Faith Age, but it is not over yet.
No, VGN only able to take away the Baron from one player, which is the Hecarim, which isn't a bad choice. Now you'll notice that Hecarim has actually built the Sterix Gauge, which is a pretty fun item. Basically, it grants you Sterix Fury.
Oh, Karlu in the bottom lane is going to go down faster than a sack of potatoes, and it's a triple gank. See you later. A lot of action in the mid lane. As a hush just falls over the map, the pings are coming out. Jungle Mane wants Frey, wants to take him down. Will he get there? No, Frey just too strong, manages to get away.
This stage of the game is very much about minion wave control. And it's really hard to actually... It's actually very difficult to manage your minions correctly and have them pushing at times you want them to push and not pushing at times you don't want them to push. For example, you might think that VGN might want to have the waves pushing, and they very well might. They may want to set up a split push with Shen like they have right now. But there is an argument to be made for having the wave, making sure the waves push towards you so that you still get a steady stream of farm. That being said, maybe a slow-paced game plan isn't the best idea against the Cogmore.
So bottom lane is what Faith Age are pushing for. They've taken middle tower. Now they're going for bottom. They should be able to get it. Jungle Mane and Duresi are coming from the back. Coup de Ford is the focus. He goes down, but the turret goes as well. Now Coup de Ford manages to get down on Duresi. Now they need to run. Faith Age to put the Nikes on. They've turned around, done the big 180, and they are out of here. You are not going to catch the pony man. He is gone. He is well out of here. Now Frey pushing this top lane. VGN need to keep an eye on this. And the backs now, they're coming out. Frey pushes the lane. The split pushes has been good this tournament, you must say, especially from Frey. And he should look at the chunks he's ripping off that tower. He is rocking 367 attack damage at the moment. You just do not want to go anywhere near that man.
Not even a little, unless you come in numbers. Now, I will say this though, for Jurisi, considering he was 1 and 6 at one point, 7 and 7 ain't half bad. The catch on the Cho'Gath.
Lot of action in this in the blue jungle. Forces the flash from See-Me. Oh, Zenith Blade on Jungle Mane. He needs to be careful. Karlu's going to get caught. Or just gets away. Very lucky there. Soul Binding's missed, but they're still chasing him. He's going to get caught out. Jungle Mane will get in there. So does Act. Lands the taunt. Civic Nox picks up the kill. And VGN are not done yet.
That was a lot better from them because they didn't burn 3 ultimates to kill her. They just went and killed her. So, you know, that was pretty cool. Man, oh man.
Bit of ward control going down here from Michello, just getting rid of anything that could be giving his enemy team vision. Now Dragon comes out. It looks like it's going to go to Faith Age again. There's no smite. Easy Dragon picked up by See-Me. Rupture lands, takes down on a Jungle Mane.
So that's Dragon number 3, my personal favorite dragon actually. What it does is actually it gives you a movement speed buff, and it's super underrated. I believe, let me just double check how much that movement speed is. It is in fact 5% movement speed, which doesn't sound like much, but it adds up super quick. And I mean, like, your 5%, Cogmore's now 5% better at fighting, you know? Hecarim now gets 5% more towards his passive AD. He's 5% faster, you know, it's really good. I think it's super good. That being said, I have no idea who's going to win this game. Like, obviously, Faith Age are ahead, but...
It's still very much up for grabs, isn't it? This could go to a third match. The next team fight will tell us. If Faith Age win it, they've got the game, I reckon. VGN, if they win that, it's still up for grabs, but they haven't quite won it yet.
Again, Faith Age might be in the driver's seat,
But Faith need to finish this.
They do. VGN have a pulse, though. Like, they do. They're alive and kicking in this tournament right now.
Oh, Soul Shack. Oh, sorry, Dark Binding lands. But it is unfortunately onto Cho'Gath. So it's pretty much pointless now. Frey again, split pushing for days.
It's a very effective way to utilize Zed, man. You create pressure. Look, they have to send 2 bot because 1 isn't enough. Oh, the Scion ult!
There's a lot of action going down at the mid turret. Chief Point's stopping a lot of damage. In comes Karlu with the Solar Flare. The ultimate is not enough for Hecarim to get away. That's a successful defense. Act is going to go down, though. He gets caught out too far. Jungle Main copping a lot of shred damage. There it is. Zed's ultimate gets the kill. Now Jungle Main forced to push down this push back this middle minion wave as the pressure continues to pile in from Faith Age. They've got 2 minions. Will it be enough? See-Me could choose to tank, but decides against it. Smart move. You're huge, but you're not that huge. Oh, huge rupture, though, and Coot de Ford goes, thanks, mate. Easy kill. Mr. Callow's gone down. That's 40 seconds on the sidelines. Faith Age still continuing to put this pressure up. They're low, but they're still got the number advantage. And they push this tower now. Jaresi doing what he can, but tower should go down, and they should go back, or will they get greedy and go for the inhibitor? Jungle Main is up again, and if he hits Karlu, that's it. He's down. So will he hit him? Will he hit him? Targets! Oh, no! Oh, no!
But they've caught bigger prey.
Here we go.
Coot de Ford can't even flash because he gets charmed.
Coot de Ford hits the floor.
Excuse me, yes.
Coot de Ford's gone down now, 21 to 28. That gap in the kills just narrowing every single time there's a team fight.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll trade my AD carry for that middle inhibitor tower. I'll trade that all day, particularly if I don't lose any towers off. But the Shen ult coming into great. They want to make this happen. They want Hecarim, but it's so difficult to push him away.
Oh, the Dark Binding is in. Here comes Jungle Main from Unstoppable Force. Unstoppable Onslaught manages to get Chief Points, who's burned every single skill under the sun. Oh my goodness, there is just so much going on. Chief Points burns Flash, burns Ultimate, everything you can think of to get away. He dodged about 3 ults, and now Frey has been caught by Dark Binding. He is in trouble. He's down. This is huge news for VGN. Jaresi's in a lot of trouble. He's going toe-to-toe with See-Me. Manages to dodge everything that's thrown at him, including the rupture. Now in comes Civic Nox. Should be able to pick up this kill. Down goes Cho'Gath.
You know, Kid Fox, somewhere in the second game of this best of 3, a game where League of Legends broke out. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but somewhere between like 10 minutes and 25 minutes.
So much for easy money, eh?
Yeah, exactly. A game actually broke out. Like, who would have thought it?
In comes Act. Look at him go. He 1v4s. Jaresi could get caught out. Needs to be careful. There goes Karlu. VGN have the advantage, but Jaresi is down. And another huge play. Civic Nox goes toe-to-toe with Coot de Ford. His counterpart takes him down.
Don't chase.
And here
Hecarim.
they go. Do not chase the Hecarim is the call. Bottom lane needs attention. The tower's copping a world of pain from the minions. And it's 25-29 now. We are on.
They should have just gone and got the Baron straight away. As soon as they won that, they shouldn't have gone. They shouldn't have thought about it. They shouldn't have sat around. They should have gone and gotten the Baron. It was right there. It was ready for the taking. Granted, Frey maybe could come in.
That
and
is
clean
where
him
the
up,
next fight is going to be. Absolutely at Baron. Here we go. Chief Points and Frey engaging in on it. TP comes in from Shen. He taunts over the wall. I don't know about the taunt over the wall. What are you going to do now? Oh! What are you going to do now? As Frey manages to get in there, McCullough goes, pops on his just too early. Deathmark picks up the kill, and that's another frag. And Zed, Frey Intel, he comes out showing us what a challenger player he is, and is just absolutely dominating this game, 15-6.
Man, if this Baron does go over to Faith Age, which it has, essentially, that's a catastrophe. That's a disaster. It's cataclysmic.
I feel so bad for VGN though, man. Oh, they've played so well this game.
They just don't have the map control to contain Shen. You know, he's just too much. And once that Baron is onto him, it's so hard to stop the split push because he just bumps the minions, right?
I think they've just been rattled after that VGN. They're just sort of breaking down a bit. You can see the cracks starting to appear. Faith Age now, they've got total map control. This dragon is as easy as you'd like. I mean, with Baron buff, there isn't much that VGN can do. But, you know, they're just going to have to hope and get these picks.
So, VGN, I mean, they rose, they fell, they rose again, and now they're falling again. Let's see if there's, you know, still a little bit of a phoenix left inside of them.
CB gets caught out by a Dark Binding into Tormented Soil. Actor's being hit with the Black Shield, so nothing will be snaring him. Another Rupture lands and does a whole heap of damage to Mikalo. But they want this bottom tower. Will they get it? No. The wave clear is just too strong.
Well, they have to actually deal with that Baron up tank minion, which actually has a larger range than the tower, which can be a real problem. Here's something, like, in terms of arguing for banning the Zed. Granted, they picked the team comp that can teamfight Zed quite effectively, and that's been showing, but they still can't deal with his map pressure.
They could engage under this Nexus here. There's no tower or nothing. Cheap Points realises that, hey, there's no turret there. They're just sitting around their Nexus. Let's go for it. Sorry, their inhibitor. Let's go for it. And Coup de Forge realises that, then picks it up. There's another Nexus turret inhibitor turret going down, and another inhibitor soon to follow. Solar Flare misses everyone completely. That's not good for Faith Age. They need to be careful. It's a sloppy team fight, but they're going to get away with it. Coup de Forge takes down Mikalo. Act is in trouble. Civic Nox goes down. Act almost gets shuriken to death. It was sloppy, but they've got it. And they'll take that inhibitor turret, that inhibitor down at the bottom. And now the Nexus is in their sights. Minions are on it. Frey's in there on it. GGs are coming out, and that looks like that will be it. The respawn, respawn League of Legends Grand Final going to...
The nails, they're nailing them in. They're closing that casket lid.
Oh my goodness, this is the slowest outro ever. As we see them go down. There they go ham on the Nexus. Double kill is out. Bang, bang. That is it. Thanks for coming. It was 25-35 in terms of kills at the end of the day. It wasn't easy, but they got the money in the end.
They did get the money in the end. You're right. It was not easy money, but it was money and it was theirs.
And now it's theirs, and that's all that matters at the end. So once again, we're going to have to award an MVP. This was the third match of the grand final. Now, Frey has already picked it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, look...
It's safe to say that he has earned it here again.
I don't know about that.
But we have to give it to someone else. Someone else must have had an impact.
Now, last game I was joking when I said I didn't want to give it to Frey. He 100%, if I was going to stop him from getting that MVP last game, he came and took it from my cold, dead hands, right? However, I actually want to give it to Simi this game. He was really, really influential for his team. Cho'Gath absolutely dominated lane. He was able to make some sick plays, and he only died twice.
His ruptures were on point as well. I mean, there were very few that he missed.
The number of 2, 3, even 4-man ruptures he was able to land, which does things like setting up Leona ults, does things like, he was able to peel for Kog'Maw. It just does things like setting them up for the what's his name, Hecarim Onslaught of Shadows while they're knocked up into a fear.
Well, lock it in.
I have to lock it in for Simi.
Lock it in, Simi. Congratulations. He's won himself $20 worth of Riot points thanks to GameStar. And I'll tell you what, Longinus, it has been one hell of a day for League of Legends, but that's it for League. We've got more Counter-Strike Go action, as well as Rocket League just around the corner. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Faith Age, winners of the League of Legends Respawn version 34 competition. They walk away with nearly $7,000 worth of
I don't
prizes.
think it's quite that much.
Sorry.
I don't know what
I think
it's
in 4 figures, isn't it?
I have no idea. Either way, congratulations.
7K in total of prizes, but I think they get a cash of about $500 or $600 each. So congratulations to those guys.
These boys would be playing League of Legends anyway, right? So if you're gonna make $500 for doing something, and it's something you were already doing, can't really complain.
Well, that's it. So congratulations, Faith Age. Bad luck, VGN. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back bringing you more CSGO and Rocket League action just around the corner.